Hello everyone and welcome back to our Alfred the Great playthrough, where we are now Petty King Alfred of Wessex at 19 years of age after our dear brother Alfred unfortunately died in a hunting accident. It was so sad. But yes, we are now King of Wessex, so moving on quickly. We lost the war to Jorvik for Northumbria, which is good. It's what we wanted to happen. A little bit of Northumbrian war is still going on there. Does that mean that Ivar is still at war with them? Yes, he is, and he's losing that by the looks of it, which is interesting. And then the East Anglia War is still going on between Ivar as well and East Anglia, but some of East Anglia has been taken by another Viking province, which is also very interesting. We are involved in this war, but we are not going to be joining in. Because, well, if that gets taken over by a small kingdom, it's going to give us a better chance of taking over that East Anglia land, which is what I want to do. We can already try and take the Yardom of Yarland here, which is Norwich area, isn't it? So I am hoping to get that. We are trying to fabricate a claim on the county of Devon currently as well, because I really want to try and take Devon and Cornwall next. I think that would be the perfect move for us, just to strengthen the amount of manpower that we do have down here in the south. I think it would be a good move to take Cornwall, try and unite the, well, not Anglo-Saxons, because these are Britons still, aren't they? But yeah, get them under our control before trying to push out the Vikings. So yeah, let's get straight into the episode. I did make a couple of changes to Alfred in between episodes. I gave him a different crown. I really liked this rather than the circlet, and I changed his outfit slightly from the one that he changed to when he became king. I just didn't like it for some reason. Our wife looks like she is now becoming more heavily pregnant, which is good. So hopefully we will have our child soon. And perfect, we have unlocked a martial point, which is awesome. Serve the crown gives us extra dread. We could go for the chivalric dominions, which gives knight effectiveness plus 75. Wow, that is good. Courtship, that's good, plus 30% in romance. Elope, oh, a romance in schemes, okay, yeah. Or we can go for bellum justum, which, wow, costs 50% less for claims. So considering we're trying to currently get claims on Cornwall, and we should quickly get the chance to get another perk soon, I'm going to go for that just so it's a little bit cheaper for us to get those claims up on Devon and Cornwall, because we don't have a lot of gold at present. We can still ask the Head of Faith for some gold. It's going to cost us 250 piety. We do have quite a bit of piety, don't we? And we are currently trying to improve relations with the Pope. So, yeah, let's ask for that gold. Let's see if we can get 120 gold. It'll help us get those claims on the Cornish lands. So, we will go for that. Why not? What are we trying to do here? Ah, yes, we was currently trying to sway Petty King of Mercia. Greetings, Petty King Alfred of Wessex. I've considered your plight and decided to grant your request. May these funds help you spread the true faith in your lands. Signed, Pope Nicholas. These funds will bring me victory. We do lose a bit of piety in his opinion, but that's fine. We're gaining a lot of money from it. And Petty Queen inspires recruitment. Perfect. This happened despite your spouse's terrible martial skill. That's good. It gives us focused recruitment for a further 10 years, which is perfect. I do need to change this rally point. Let's move this rally point to... Actually, I'm going to leave it where it is, actually, because we're going to be going to war with Devon, hopefully, first. So it's probably a good idea to leave it where it is for now. That's placed perfectly for when we do try to do that. Did we get any new interesting courtiers, by the way, when we... now took over Wessex? Did we inherit anyone? We've got our sister-in-law here. Is she the... No, who are you? You're our sister. Ah, you must be our wife's sister then. Okay, so who... Ah, so the Earl of... No, how are you our sister-in-law? If you're not the father of... Unless the mother is the mother... No. Your sister-in-law, 37. She's pregnant. Is that the former wife of Ethelred? But she's got pregnant afterwards. I hope she's not going to have a child. Then again, I think it'd be too late anyway. Now we're already king. I don't think that could happen. I hope that can't happen. I'd be furious. But no, hopefully we'll be alright. We've got a lot of prestige there. Have we got any decisions that we can go for now? Oh, what have we got here? Your newborn son is your new player heir. Oh, Ethelwith, you have been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now we have a perfect little son. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit a petty king? Ethelred. Do you know what? Yeah. Our brother dying has given us the chance to become a king, so the least we could do is honour him by naming our firstborn son after him. Let's have a look if he's inherited anything. He's not inherited intelligent. He started off with 1 stewardship though, which is pretty nice. We could call a hunt, gets us prestige, it's going to cost us money, so I don't think we will mess around with any decisions just yet. And here he is, our perfect little son, bless him. Wow, what is this army here? Jarl Ivar's army. Okay. Let's move our rally point then to Winchester. And let's raise all our armies there, because we're probably going to have to push this Ivar army away if it decides to march upon us. We'll just keep our army here. We'll lead it ourselves, that's fine. Are they how dare they? Right. Well, we're going to have to repel them then, aren't we? Because even though we don't really want to get involved in this war, I don't really want them raiding our lands. And they've managed to raid it already. They've got it under siege. There we go, we've managed to get to them. And I imagine this is going to be a pretty easy victory. Yes. Very, very. The advantage is 42 in our favour. Our knight, Thane Ulfswolf, was wounded by an enemy soldier. He wasn't killed though, so that's good. And yeah, that was a very easy victory. Perfect. Let's have a look at the battle. Let's see if we lost anyone. We lost 40 people. They lost... Wow, we slaughtered pretty much the entire... No, we slaughtered the entire army. I don't think we lost any knights or such, so that's good. That's okay then. Can we now disband our army? Levels will take up to 46 days to return home, making it take longer to raise them again. Yeah, we'll disband. We don't want to get involved in this war. It looks like East Anglia are actually managing to push back Ivar, so it's not going to matter. I don't mind if East Anglia manage to win that war. It's only a tiny bit. The Danelaw has succeeded in the north for the most part, so I'm pretty happy to go along with that. And it looks like our claim is going along pretty well. It's ticking along decently. Ivar, I don't know how Ivar hasn't won this war. He's got a lot of soldiers still, so I am surprised that he's not managed to win this. Be interesting to see what Jorvik get up to now. They're currently not at war. They have got an alliance with Bjorn and Ironside. Oh no, they are attacking the petty King of Mercia in the claim for Lindsey, the lands of Lincolnshire. Interesting. Okay, so the Danelaw is going to eat away into Mercia, which is very interesting. It's going to make things interesting for us. Hopefully we can get some of Mercia under our control as well. They wasn't willing to go for an alliance, and the Jorvik army is slaughtering this Mercian army up here in the lands of Lancashire, well, around the lands of Lancashire, which is interesting. But it does look like the East Anglians are going to be able to win this war somehow with 97 men. They've done pretty well. We've got a war going on in Wales here. It looks like Prince Rodri the Great is expanding his lands, which is interesting. We could have a united Wales. Our brother-in-law has been taken prisoner. Oh, the Lord of Mercia. So that looks like Mercia have now lost their war and will lose Lincoln. Petty King Burkhardt has been swayed. I currently don't want to form an alliance with you at the moment, considering you're at war. We'll give that a miss, I think. Neighbouring ruler lost his war. Now he's lost his war, we could form an alliance. No, he's not actually interested in negotiating an alliance with us, which is interesting. We did manage to sway him, though, which is good. He does have a child, our niece. Interesting. We could betroth our niece to our son, which means that their children would inherit Mercia. That's way, 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 way down the line, and I'd hope to have already took Mercia over by then. We could offer her guardianship. What is she good at? She's pretty good in everything. Can we offer to take her on? He will not accept. Can we arrange a marriage between her and our son? No. Oh, and we have actually got a nephew now. So does that mean that Ethelred did have a son? That's interesting if he did. Yes, he actually did have a son, Oswald. Thankfully he was born after he died. Thank goodness for that. So at least if he'd have been born a little bit earlier, we wouldn't have inherited Wessex. So thank the gods that her pregnancy was a little bit later. We've not really got much issues here. We can declare war on... Yeah, it's still the same people as before, which is fine. And it's still those same vassals who want council positions. But I'm afraid you're not decent enough to get them. What is the King of Cornwall actually like? Petty King Dumnarth. He's Catholic and Cornish. He's, wow, a very, very good diplomat. He's forgiving, zealous, generous, and a great emissance. Okay, so I would actually... Oh, wow, he's allied to King Charles the Bold of West Francia. Oh, you lucky bastard. That is not good. So if we do try and declare war on him. That's going to be quite hard, considering he has that alliance with West Francia, which is not good. That's a big, big alliance for him to have. A very dangerous one for us. Recruit men-at-arms. We do have enough money to do that now, but I'm waiting until we've got those claims first, and then I think I will recruit some men-at-arms, get some better and more decent knights in our realm. I am tempted to go for this war here, for this little bit of land up here. Sway compliments. To make Petty King Berchled of Mercia more susceptible to my attempts at approaching him, I can include a compliment in my next missive to his court. I will be sure to mention his, what is he like? He's martial face, so loyalty and sense of honour. And that Jorvik is looking pretty dangerous now. To the benign Petty King Alfred of Wessex, our recent correspondence has been a source of joy for me. I cannot help but think we might both benefit from increased communication. Excellent. Perfect. His opinion of us has increased by 10. Can we now negotiate an alliance? No. -7. So we're getting close. We're getting close. We're not far off being able to do that. How is this claim? Wow. Perfect. We've almost got that claim now. We can literally watch that tick away. We're very, very close to that. We've got another issue. Yeah, it's still recruit men-at-arms, which I don't want to do until we've paid for these claims down here. We can always press these claims a little bit later, but at least we're going to get them, which is the main thing. And perfect, our task is finished. Greetings, Petty King Alfred of Wessex. I have prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I have finally been able to gather enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lord of the earldom of Devon. All that is missing is one little bribe. 84 gold. See it done, my good bishop. And now that we've done that, I really hate how it swings off to there. I complain about that in all my videos. Let's now get you to fabricate a claim upon the kingdom of, well, the lands of Cornwall, so that we can hopefully press both of these claims. Hopefully we can do that. I don't know if we will be able to, because it's all a kingdom. I am worried about West Francia now, because I'm guessing Charles the Bold is very, very strong. 4,000 men, and he's probably plotting against Italy or Middle Francia or East Francia, so that he's going to gain a lot more land before it's over. We could go for this land instead and try and get the East Anglia land. But I'd rather wait until this bit of East Anglia falls, if it does, which we are losing in that war now. So it looks like Ivar the Boneless is going to get that land. But hopefully he'll be that much weakened after that war that we can straight away try and press our claim upon East Anglia. And start taking over more of southern England. Vestfold, what is this? Oh, chiefdom. Okay, so some Vikings have took over some lands in Wales. He looks familiar from one of my other playthroughs. Undisciplined recruits. Today I'm observing Earl Alfred as he trains some of the new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganised mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. While it's never easy to train new soldiers, he seriously needs to do better than this. Teach him what I know about command. His martial increases by 1 and his opinion of increases as well, unless he gets angry and refuses to listen. Cheer him up after training is over. Chastise him for his failure. No, we'll teach him what we know about command, even though he's an old man and we're a 19-year-old man, but still. I pull Earl Alfred over to one side while his recruits attempt to continue their training. The key thing with training new soldiers is installing discipline, I tell him. Without that, you will be unable to depend on them to follow your orders. After I finish, Alfred thanks me before strolling back onto the field, where he quickly takes control of the situation. Perfect, he becomes a better commander, and he gets a 20+ opinion of us, which is good as well, because I think he was one of the lords who wanted a council position that we obviously haven't given him. Household savings, you have gained 50 gold. This happened despite your spouse's poor stewardship skill. Perfect. Some gold that we can, now that we know that that claim isn't going to cost too much, let's actually have a look at creating a men-at-arms regiment. What? Okay, they're not actually that dear. Okay, what? What have we got here? Greetings, Petty King Alfred of Wessex. It has become clear that your bishop is working to establish a false and spurious claim on the earldom of Cornwall. Do not think that this kind of dishonourable action will go without response. Signed, Petty King Dumarth of Cornwall. Okay, we spend 75 prestige for that, and he loses a 30 opinion of us. That's fine, we've got plenty of prestige. Right, yeah, what should we buy? So the best ones, we can get a light horseman. We could get some siege weapons, though, which would be good. Armoured footmen as well. Let's go for some, let's go for some light horsemen. Let's create a light horseman regiment. Why not? That could be very useful for us down in southern England. We've still got enough gold to probably create another one, but I'm going to wait till after that claim. And Petty Queen encourages chivalry, which gains us 75 prestige, which is awesome. and Petty King Burgled of Mercia has been swayed a little bit more. I do apologise for my awful pronunciation of some of these Anglo-Saxon and Celtic names. Looking after me, you gained attentive care for 5 years. This happened despite your spouse's terrible martial skill. Wow, our spouse is doing a lot to help us at the minute, which is awesome. How's our claim going down here? It's almost at a quarter, which is good. We've almost got another lifestyle perk to spend as well, which is also very good. I don't think we've got any new issues, have we? No, just recruit men-at-arms, but I don't want to do that until we've got a little bit more coin. How much does it cost to improve that? Levy leaves farmland empty. Unused farmland for 5 years in the Earldom of White. Well, that's not good. And I think that is actually one that we own over completely. We could give away some more of those. We've got 2,700 troops. A new issue. You can lawfully imprison Effleberg. Who is Effleberg? Our courtier. Okay, and why can we imprison you? What have you done? You're unmarried. Okay, I don't really understand what you're meant to have done. Spineless villain. Fornicator. This is a crime to Earl Onlith. Okay. I'll just leave you for now. I'm not... Ah, okay. Loses 30% opinion of you. If you fail to imprison her, she will leave his court. Okay, so if we accept, we will 100% accept. Success chance 164%. Someone's opinion of us goes up as well, which is good. Yeah, let's do it then. Why not? Let's imprison them and see what happens. Did we not already do that? Yes, we did. So we've got to wait for it to happen. There we go. Effleberg has been apprehended and awaits her fate safely locked in my dungeon. Good. Okay, at least that improves opinions of us. Let's have a look at her then. What can we actually do with her? We can negotiate release. We can ransom her. We can execute her. She's not worth us employing. Let's just leave her in our prison for now. Let's just leave her in the dungeons. Why not? Until we see what else we could do. We could try and claim this more northern, but I want to see if we can claim all of Cornwall in one go if possible. That would be better. We could try and claim this land of Leon, but I don't really want to be honest. I don't want to be going over the channel yet. They've not got any allies, so it would actually be a very easy thing to take. And perfect, we've gained a martial perk to spend. Parthian tactics. That's pretty good. Plus 30, plus 20 in loads of cavalry stuff, which is really good. Organised march, movement speed plus 15%, heavy infantry screen plus 5, spearman screen plus 5, archer screen plus 5, skirmisher screen plus 5. Engineered for destruction, naval speed plus 25%, siege weapon effectiveness plus 40%. Nice. But let's go for the knight effectiveness. Let's get this up one more first to 75%. Get our knights a little bit better for when we do go into battle. Because we've got some decent knights, so let's just make them a little bit more impressive. I can't believe this war in East Anglia is still going on. Do these have any allies? Allied to Chieftain Roald and truce with Petty King Edmund, and they are defending against Jarl Sigurd, Snake in the Eye, for the conquest of the Earldom of Norfolk. Okay, so somebody is already trying to take that from them, so it would probably be a good idea for us to declare war on them then and take that land before someone else. And we can go for a holy war in that county, and it only costs us 40 piety, which is pretty good. So yeah, let's declare war. Let's try and get this under our control, because now that I know that he's at war with Sigurd, it's going to be harder to take it off Sigurd than it will be to take it off this guy. So let's move our rally point over here into Essex, and let's raise all our armies. Let's try and get our men actually into battle. Let's bloody our men, get them in a better position. Let's march onto that barony. Enemy ally joins the war. Hopefully this guy isn't too strong. No, he's only got 392 men, which is good. How much manpower does the enemy have? 1,011 men compared to our 2,800. So we should be okay. I've had to press my hand a little bit earlier than I would have liked, but it's the right time to strike, I suppose. We want to take this because it's only going to be harder to try and take it later on. And wow, this army of Jorvik is down here, which is scary. And wow, Jorvik has managed to take that. Jorvik is on a mad one. They are taking over absolutely everything. So it's a good job that we are trying to take this now. Siege progress. It's going to be a slow siege, but that's fine. It's going to take 7 months. And Petty Queen Ethelwith has gained the pregnant trait again. Awesome. Hopefully we can get a genius child this time. How is our claim going? Almost, well, it's about a third full. That's fine. But yeah, we need to siege this down. I don't think there's anything else here we can siege. No, there's only a temple, a church there, so there's no pointers going for that. Where does this person actually... Ah, okay, yes, this land here. We should be okay to be able to take that, that's fine. Mercia. Who are Mercia now at war? Defending against Jarl Ivar the Boneless in Sons of Lothbrok invasion of East Anglia. Wow, they're still involved in that war. He's got 300 men. He's been wounded. Okay, so that's worrying, but at least we're leading this army ourselves, which is good. Petty King Burglar is swayed. Opinion of his 25, so awesome. Hopefully we'll be able to form an alliance once these wars are over. How is this siege going? 5 months remaining. It's a fort level 3. Okay, yeah, so it is going to be a little bit hard for us to take. We are losing a little bit of manpower, but yeah, we've got a monthly attrition, besieging +1, but we're going to have that anyway, so we may as well. Or should we leave some? Should we station some besiegers and then take our men? Because we're going to have to sail across the ocean, aren't we? Even though it's very unrealistic and very annoying. That's a neutral army as well. Where are all these... My god, there's Vikings turning up everywhere. We really need to... We could probably do with getting ourselves an ally at some point. I'm not sure who. The Irish are very disbanded. Maybe the Welsh. We could get an alliance with Rodri. Prince Rodri the Great. Why not? Alfred the Great and Rodri the Great. The Greats together. They could do something. Why not? Well, we'll look into it. When we get our second chart, let's see what we get and see if we can try and form some sort of alliance with the Prince of Wales. They can help us form England. We'll help them form Wales. And then we will take Wales. Virtuous Bishop celebrated. Awesome. Catholicisms further increased by 10. Wolfston gained 250 piety. Nice. And we've already got 152 piety again after spending 250 of it. So it's not took us too long to regain that, which is nice. We are about to now win this siege as well, which is good, on Yarmenoda. I'll be glad when it's back to Norwich. I can say Norwich. Perfect, that siege is ours. Siege 1, you got 15 gold for occupying that land as well, which is nice. Let's just hope that they haven't marched on our lands. No, there's a neutral army there. We are going to have to sail over, aren't we, which is a bit of a pain and a bit annoying, but unfortunately we're going to have to do it. Sons of Lothbrok invasion on East Anglia has ended, so... Okay, Ivar does own that little bit of land. We could just wait here and wind them down, but it's going to take a long, long time to do that. So unfortunately, we're going to have to sail over, which makes no sense. This is the sort of thing that I don't like about the naval thing, how easy it is to get naval power. But we've got to go over, because if we don't and Sigurd wins that, it's going to be annoying. So let's sail our army over to the coast of this Danish land. Oh, Ethelwith, you have been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now we have a perfect little daughter. Who will she become, my child, and what shall I call you? So she has been born Scalet. Oh, that's not good. This trait is genetical as well. Let's name her after our mother, Osbur, after Ethelwith's mother, Edbur, after an ancestor, Saxbur, a good Catholic name, Brigid, Judith, a good Anglo-Saxon name, Ethelcled, let's look for a nice name, Withbur, Sifled, Margaret, I can say that, so let's go for Margaret. Right, yeah, we're going to unfortunately have to sail our army over here just to bash up some Vikings, but yeah, whatever, let's just get to it. Let's speed things up just to 5 speed, just to get our navy moving. But yeah, this is one of the things I don't like. Is that the enemy army there? Yes, it is. That's annoying. So now we're going to have to sail back to fight them, but that's good. At least they've come to us. There's only 59 men as well, which is annoying. But at least we get a bit of war score from that, and we're 32% up now. How are they doing in their war against... they're losing 44% to Jarl Sigurd, Snake in the Eye, so... Yeah, we need to get a bit more war score, so let's get over here and lift the siege. Hearsay. Duke Thanclef of Thurginia has announced to the world that he and his vassals have converted to Catharism. Having become disillusioned with the teachings of the Catholic priests, the nobles of Thuringia no longer considered the clergy to be the righteous and true as Cathars. They believe their new faith properly aligns with the will of God, and they are distancing themselves from the former religious institutions. What twisted mockery of our faith is this? You know, they do have some good points. No, we don't want to spend our piety. We don't want to spend our piety. Not when we're Alfred the Great. We know he's a very learned and pious man. And there we go, we're going to easily win that battle. The Great. The first time a vassal hailed me with "Long live Alfred the Great." I was deeply honoured. I thought nothing of it, but since that day, the epithet has grown in popularity. Wherever I go, from Wareham to Reading, my subjects now call me Alfred the Great. I pray I will never let them down. Awesome. We've earned the nickname. Perfect. Now we've just got to really relive what he did. And your forces captured Chieftain Roald of somewhere. Okay, unfortunately he's not the leader of that area, which, never mind, but hopefully we can ransom him off for some decent gold at some point. But we didn't actually gain much from that, so we are going to have to now sail over again and try and get some of their lands under siege. I don't want to leave any manpower behind, because we may need all of this manpower when we start sieging down lands over there. A ruler in the making. There is no end to the opinions and wants of my son and heir, Ethelred. Half of the time he is trying to tell me what to do, instead of the other way around. Formidable or aggravating, it's fine. It's a fine line to walk. He gains the trait bossy. Okay, hopefully that can develop into something decent, if we're lucky. I'm guessing something like Gregorus or something like that, which would be pretty decent for us. So let's sail our men away from here and go over there and see what we can do. We're now at 40% issues, and we can lawfully imprison this woman here. Not sure what she's done. If we don't do it, I'm guessing it's going to upset him. For now we'll ignore it. We'll look back into it in a second. We're a little bit busy at present, I'm afraid, my lord. Come on, let's get our men over here quickly. Try and siege some of their land. If we can siege their capital. And now they've just got on the boats again. The awkward bastards. Where is their capital? I'm pretty sure this is their capital over here, isn't it? Yeah, so is that the enemy army? No, it's not. That's Sigurd's army. That's fine then. Let's sail our army around here. There. Is that the enemy army? Looks like it might be, but they are retreating, which is good. So we'll sail through this strait and we'll land in their capital and get it under siege. Your acquaintance, Effleberg, died. Oh, what a shame. Was that the one in our dungeon? I think it was. And Petty King Burgard is not swayed, but he's got 100% opinion of his already, so that's fine. Let's get our armies landed here. Let's besiege their capital, hopefully getting a valuable prisoner. It's only going to take 6 months, which isn't too bad. We're not losing manpower too much, are we? No, so that's also good. Let's just check they've not... Okay, who is this army here? It's not the enemy army, so that's fine. It's Sigurd Snake in the Eyes army, which are getting it under siege. That's fine. We'll just ignore that for now. We can sail back over there in a second. We'll get this under siege first, hopefully giving us a decent amount of war score. Let's forward things along a bit quick to get that underway so that we can get back home. It'd be really good if we can get some valuable prisoners in this siege just to win this war before Sigurd wins. Now at 50%, which is good, 51%, so it is quickly improving in our favour. The siege is about to end here as well, which is also good. Siege won, 15 gold in our favour, perfect. 76% now. Still under our control. Let's march onto this tribe then and get that under siege. Maybe that will give us enough. I think it will. That just gave us 25%, so hopefully one more siege will give us enough. And we've unlocked a lifestyle perk again for the second or third time. Never back down. Friendly fatal casualties minus 20%, advantage plus 5. Engineered for destruction. Let's go with siege weapon effectiveness, considering we need to do some quick sieges here. We'll go with what's most valuable at the time, and annoyingly, we're now at 26% because the siege has been lifted back home, which is annoying by... aha, is this the enemy army? I think it is, 1,000 men, so we could march on to that. How is our siege going? 3 months left. Greetings, Petty King Alfred of Wessex. I've prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful Lord of the Earldom of Cornwall. See it done. Perfect. That gives us the claim on all of the Kingdom of Cornwall now, which is perfect. Strategical impasse. I am sitting around the map table with Earl Onlath and Earl Alfred discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. Onlath eagerly points out all the prime targets we should immediately send raiding parties to pillage, while Alfred sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations and wait for the enemy to come to us instead. It is my right to decide our ultimate course of action. I know how we can employ both strategies. Yes, we will do that. Let's keep them both on side. Gets us a lot of bonuses. Increased military presence as well, which is good. Right, we're now back at 40%. Let's sail back over here and get that back under our control then. None of those are in our lands, which is good. Hopefully by getting that under control, that gives us a good amount of war score. And perfect, the level of Splendour has increased, which is nice. That's perfect. After my army sets up camp, I hear a commotion coming from the Knights' lodgings. Investigating the disturbance, I find Reeve Sighelm and Sighelm in the middle of a heated argument, while several onlookers edge them on. Deliver a speech about unity to the crowd. Resolution. I get up and deliver a speech about how we are all fighting for the petty kingdom of Wessex, and how we must stand united against our foes, for if we don't, then there are many outsiders who would take advantage of our internal squabbles to seize our lands and impose their rule on us. Looking abashed, Reeve Sighelm and Sighelm apologise and get ready to settle for the night. We are stronger when we stand together. Perfect, we get 100 martial life experience points. They both get 20% opinion increase of us, and we get 150 prestige. And our glory is widely known. Our level of fame has increased, which is awesome. Right. Can we land that army? Yeah, and we should be able to win it, but we are disembarking, but we should be able to win it. We've got more than double the amount of men. Then we get that back into siege. That will hopefully win this war. I want to get this war won before the end of this episode, if possible. Perfect. And now we're besieging this, which is only going to take 3 months, which is fine. Allied combatants slain. Oh, Sighelm, who was just having an argument, has been slain. He was pretty decent, to be fair, as well, so that's a shame. We now have an empty council position. We need a new steward. Recruit you to court. You're our Earl Alfred of Middle Essex. Yeah, at least you'll be happy now because you actually did want a council position. A new opponent. Nothing in this world is certain, especially in times of war. The holy war for the earldom of Jarmonda has been no different. As this conflict is no longer against Jarl Besek of Yland, but Jarl Sigurd, instead it might be wise to reevaluate the situation. Okay, let's have a look at his manpower. 305. Okay, he's actually quite vulnerable. This is no longer the best course of action. No, my goal is still the same. The war rages on. He's still pretty weak, so we should still be able to win this, unless he's got some scary allies. I probably should have looked into that. He's allied with Jarl... okay. Jarl Bjorn II of Uppland, who's got 500 men, and this guy who looks exactly like Ivar the Boneless, who's actually not that strong. So we should be in a good position. We've got 2,000 men still. We did lose a bit of manpower, unfortunately. Let's get that under siege. But I think we will end this episode here, guys. So thank you all so much for watching, as always. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button and comment down below, letting me know what you thought, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of Alfred the Great.